I'm Chris from Philippines and welcome to my channel! Minasan! Konnichiwa! Hello everyone! Welcome back to my channel. So for today, I am reacting to Seattle Mariners' very own Mr. Ichiro Suzuki. And this video is suggested by a viewer of mine. Thank you so much for your wonderful suggestion. So without further ado, let's play the video.
Throughout their history, the Seattle Mariners have seen their share of superstars. But it's doubtful that any Mariner has had more impact on the game than Ichiro.
何かを証明しなくてはいけないという気持ちで僕はプレーしたことは一度もないですね。自分のプレーをしたい。自分がやりたいことをやりたい。それが第一ですね。
Ichiro is one of those unique individuals that comes along, once in a lifetime.
Ichiro is not just a really popular baseball player. Every move is watched. Everything he says is watched.
It's a phenomenon we haven't seen. I think because
baseball,
he's from Japan,
another
we didn't see him
baseball
grow
superstar.
up and develop. People don't have an appreciation for what he can do. But some of the things he does, I have never seen a Major League Baseball player do.
And there it is! He's a new all-time hit king!
There is something about him that is very, very appealing to people. There's a mystique, there's a work ethic, there's a determination, and there's a tremendous grace the way that he conducts himself on the field. It's a joy just to watch him run from first to third.
From first to third.
Ichiro was a great player. And the funny part about Ichiro, if he wanted to, he could hit 25, 30 home runs.
2割2分でいいんだったら40本と言っておきましょうか。でも誰も望まないでしょ、そんなこと。
He has such a great desire to be the best.
Wow.
He's a phenomenon. He's one of the few players that you buy a ticket to go watch play.
Welcome to Conquering Heroes, Ichiro and the Seattle Mariners.
Ichiro and the Seattle Mariners.
Baseball was introduced to Japan in the early 1870s.
1870.
The Japanese turned it into a martial art.
Oh.
This was adopted from the philosophy of Bushido, the old samurai code. You commit yourself to endless training. You perfect playing the game of baseball.
Ichiro's got that samurai thing about him. He's got the pose, he sticks his arm out. But his work ethic takes him above and beyond what anybody could think or imagine.
In Japan, many young people cannot dedicate one thing, but Ichiro, he dedicated his entire time to the baseball. He was born to be a superstar.
That's right.
Thanks to his relentless work ethic, Ichiro became the greatest Japanese hitter of his time. But he fostered a dream to someday play in the major leagues. And in 1996, he got to measure his skills.
1996, he played a postseason series against the Major League All-Stars. 1996That's when he decided he wanted to play in the major leagues. He said, I can compete against these guys.
He was realized that he could play Major League Baseball. I knew he would like to come over here.
Ichiro waited until 2001 when he finally realized his dream and made history as the first Japanese position player in the major leagues.
Wow. First Japanese.
Made available through the posting system, Ichiro would go to the highest bidder, and many big league teams sought out his services.
As I told the president of the Dodgers at the time, we must post for this guy. If we're going to go to the World Series, we need this man.
But there was one team that appeared to have an inside track.
The Mariners' majority owner at that time was Mr. Yamauchi, the president of Nintendo. He asked me if I had ever heard of a player called Ichiro.
Seattle happened to be owned by the Japanese. And also, Kazuhiro Sasaki was already there.
Now, all that was left was for Seattle to make the highest bid.
We were notified by Major League Baseball that Ichiro was being posted, and we bid a heck of a lot of money.
At that time, a lot of money, $13 million. But we won the posting, and we went to Japan.
We had a taste of what we would call Ichiro mania. He's an icon over there. He's a cross between Michael Jordan and Elvis.
We reached the younger generation. For them, baseball is not trendy sports, but Ichiro is a cool dude or tight.
He wears the ripped up jeans or he'll wear the baggy clothes. He mixes a lot of traditional Japanese things with the real modern hip look.
And so Ichiro and the Mariners made an historic announcement.
I'm very pleased to announce that the Seattle Mariners and Ichiro Suzuki have reached an agreement under which Ichiro will become a member of the Seattle Mariners Baseball Club.
大リーグでプレーするということが目標でしたが、世界中から一流のプレーヤーが集まってきている場所であるということが一番です。アメリカの中のリーグでありますけれども、それがワールドシリーズと言われるわけですから、その重みじゃないか。
2001 was Ichiro's first year as a Mariner, but not his first spring training with the team.
We had a little head start because we had him in our camp 2 years ago in that exchange program with the Blue Wave.
He came over and spent some time in Peoria with the spring training and met Alex and met Kenny Griffey at that time. Junior was here in 90. Ichiro wanted to come over and be a teammate of Junior's. And of course, the lines just never crossed.
Leading up to the 2001 season, the Mariners, over the previous few years, lost, I believe, three of the great players in the game of baseball: Randy Johnson, Alex Rodriguez, and Ken Griffey Jr. You go, wow, how are the Mariners going to replace three future Hall of Famers?
We were in a state of flux, but one of the things that we were focusing on was Ichiro.
So too were the eyes of Japan, focused on the newest Mariner.
僕はこういうやり方というのは今まで経験してきて十分に知ってますから、もちろん初めてなことではないということでびっくりしていることはないです。ただそのチームメイトに聞かなくてもいいようなことを聞いてしまったり。
Here was a man who was just meeting his teammates for the first time, and all of them walk out to the practice field, and there are 100 people from the Japanese media surrounding them and Ichiro.
そこで、僕自身に対する見方まで変わってしまう可能性がやっぱあると思うんですね。それがものすごく心配なことでありますね。
But Ichiro's teammates were impressed by the Japanese star.
Even though we have 150 guys out here, Japanese media-wise, his concentration level is very sound. I can see why the guy won 7 batting titles.
He's got a lot on his plate right now. He's coming from Japan, and everybody's going to question Japanese baseball versus ours. To win 7 batting titles in any league, to me, you can hit. I'm looking forward to see what he can do.
He came with the expectation of all of the fans in Japan that he would do well. It was an experiment. He knew that he had to perform, and there was a tremendous amount of pressure surrounding him.
もちろんプレッシャーはあります。これはシーズンが近づけばもっとこれはプレッシャーがかかってくると思いますけれども、それ以上にやりたかったことができる可能性があるということが、そういう楽しみがはるかにそれを上回ってしまっているので。
Guys, what a very nice video, very interesting. So this is how Mr. Ichiro started his MLB Seattle Mariners career in 2001. Wow. And he was chosen by Seattle Mariners. That was a big honor, and since then he became this baseball superstar, Mr. Ichiro Suzuki. Very nice video. Well, anyway, thank you so much guys for watching with me. I'll see you in my next video.